You're listening to Fight Jokes About Everything, a Night Shift Radio original. For more information, visit nightshiftradio.com. As if this week couldn't get any weirder, we now have reports of Armie Hammer being a cannibal. So the news broke over this last week, kind of over the weekend, yesterday, in fact, that a whole bunch of Armie Hammer DMs leaked. I hate calling him Armie Hammer. What a terrible name. It's Armand Hammer. So Armie Hammer is an actor. He is probably most known as from The Social Network, from Call Me by Your Name. He was in The Man from U.N.C.L.E. I like to refer to him as like dollar store Henry Cavill. Is probably the closest thing I could get to. He looks a lot like Henry Cavill, just without all the cool nerdy factor to him. He was also recently in the movie Rebecca, which is a movie based off an old book. It was on Netflix. It was a very big deal because the book is very popular. It's a very messed up book series, and Armie Hammer kind of has that 50 Shades of Grey vibe to him. You know what I mean? Like, I know he wasn't in that wasn't him, but he very much has that feel to him. And now we've learned that is actually true. So he is in fact married. He's married to a woman by the name of Elizabeth. I gotta get her name again. But yeah, he is married to Elizabeth Chambers. Elizabeth Chambers she's an actress. She was in things like Game Plan. She was in Criminal Minds. She was in the show Shark. But she's been in a few things. But yeah, so he is married. They have filed for divorce. They do have children. But a whole bunch of DMs leaked with him and other people who knows? He refers to all of them as kitten or kitties. But in it, they are very graphic in a sexual nature. But in it, probably the most alarming of all of this is that he openly talks about cannibalism. In fact, he says, "I am 100% a cannibal. I want to eat you." Those are exact quotes. He says, I'm so hard thinking of holding your heart in my hand and controlling when it beats. The person that he's having these DM with says like, "Yes, how may I be of help, Daddy?" And he's like, "Oh my God, when you call me that, I get so horny. I need to drink your blood." It's crazy. So this is not the first time we've heard reports of things like this. Now, I do want to go out on point. I'm just going to go out on record. This is all allegedly. These are leaked DMs. They are not confirmed. We do not know if these are in fact real. But as of right now, they seem like they are. I am not an investigatory journalist, so do not take it as fact. However, this is what the reporting is happening right now. He is someone who had crossed paths with him and accused him of sexual misconduct or harassment, has gone on record saying he is obsessed with drinking blood. This deeply rooted cannibal side of him is scary. He is obsessed with drinking my blood. He's a manipulative person, and they go on about that. Wow. So this is a crazy instance. So there's also this thing where Armie Hammer has like this harem of women that they all drink each other's blood, and he's very big about like playing with the blood and being a part of it, and drinking the blood and bathing in it and playing with it and stuff like that. Very crazy. Listen, I am not going to kink shame anyone. If this is a thing you are into and you are two mutually consenting adults, by all means, safely play with each other's blood. You do you. That's all. I refuse to kink shame people. It's just crazy to hear about this sort of thing when it comes out. Why though? That's a very interesting thought. Why is it that these sort of things happen? Now, I would say the biggest scandal about all of this is, one, it sounds like people are accusing him of being very sexually manipulative, which is bad. That is a thing we will shame, because being sexually manipulative is a bad thing. Don't do that. It's not good. And the other half about that is that he is married, and it looks as though maybe his wife knew these sort of things were happening. In one of the DMs, he is encouraged to go and sleep with his wife so that she doesn't get as mad when he goes out and about and does things. Is she privy to this? We don't really know. As of yet, again, this only just happened yesterday, that a lot of the details are coming out. This is just like last night that this is happening. So I guess we'll learn a little more as the story breaks. We'll see if Armie Hammer goes on record as to, any of these DMs, whether he confirms or denies any of them. Might have happened by now. I did record this episode Sunday night as the story was breaking, and you're now hearing it Monday morning. But it's wild. So to go back to that, so why is it that when we hear about, I would say, non-normal, well, I'm not going to use the term normal because normal is very relative, non-commonly heard mainstream sexual acts, that immediately it's like, oh my God, it's crazy. Now, that's the thing. It struck me as crazy too. As soon as I heard it, I was like, holy crap, this is insane. It wasn't that the cannibal part, that is kind of messed up. He talks about that he's eaten a human, a warm heart before, a warm heart. I think he says that it comes directly from an animal. That's kind of weird to me. I know that this is a thing culturally that sometimes people do. I mean, you see it a lot in movies. Jason Goes to Hell is a really great example where somebody eats a still beating heart. But I don't know. It's kind of weird to me. And, I think that's the part that I'm focused on more than the sexual role play. I'm all for that. Like, that's fine. If you guys want to get into that and you guys are consenting and you're not breaking up a marriage, cool. Go for it. Perfectly cool. It's the drinking the blood and eating hearts and him talking about wanting to control your heart and like choke you and stuff like that I feel like is very dangerous. I don't know, man. I'm sure that's probably some sect of BDSM that I don't know about, and that's cool. Hey, maybe if that's a thing you're into, tweet at me. But nicely, tweet at me any information. I would love to know more if this is the sort of thing. I know Bloodplay is a thing that people get into. I know vampire play is a thing, and vampire role playing is a thing. And more power to you guys if that's a thing you're into. That's totally cool. Just the whole like eating each other's hearts or eating your heart or cutting open and eating your flesh and claiming you're a cannibal. It's kind of where the line gets drawn, because it seems like that might be a bad thing. We've condemned cannibals in the past. Jeffrey Dahmer and Ted Bundy has been known to eat Ed Gein, to eat flesh of people, and that's a warning sign. Admitting to being a cannibal, wanting to eat someone's heart, saying you have eaten a heart before, and drinking blood, kind of a sign, But Armie Hammer, you're an actor, you're someone known, so you do you, boo. But that being said, Armie Hammer, ladies and gentlemen, breaking all over the internet, and a nice little, not really a nice, but a weird and interesting break away from all of the coup information in America that has passed over the past 5 days. But you know what? Let's not let Armie Hammer distract us from the fact that Donald Trump tried to incite a riot, and insurrectionist tried to take over the government and kill high-level officials like Mike Pence and Nancy Pelosi. So let's not forget that and make sure we hold people to accountability. Anyways, thanks a lot for joining me. If you have more information, or if you want to tweet at me a subject you think I should talk about, my Twitter handle is @TheMichaelFight. I'm on Instagram @MichaelFight. Either works just fine. Definitely hit me up. And of course, don't forget to subscribe and leave a rating and review. And if you are so interested, I do post a lot of stuff over on TikTok under the Night Shift Radio TikTok. So head to TikTok and look up Night Shift Radio, and you'll see a lot of the stuff that I post over there as well. So thanks a lot for joining me. For more information, please visit nightshiftradio.com and check out all the other cool shows and things we have going on. And we will see you guys on Wednesday with whatever insane madness hits the internet between now and then.